I know. I'm so used to like camera. Okay.
This is your Timeless Elite and your PR Princess Courtney Rice, part of Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. This woman does not need an introduction. She's from Canada. You know her from TNA, one of the OGs of the Knockouts division, Gail Kim. How are you?
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me again. Love what you guys are doing, by the way. Supporting women's wrestling.
We love it. And obviously, of course, earlier this year, we did see reports of you letting go of TNA earlier this year. And just the transparency of it, because it did open a lot of open opportunities for women on the booking and creative and business side of professional wrestling. And also seeing the positive feedback that you made a huge contribution in the TNA Knockouts division.
Yes. I mean, did you say it opened up more?
Yeah, it opened up a lot of conversations.
Oh, definitely opened up a lot of conversations for sure. So I definitely feel like there's a lack of women in leadership and production, and it's just. I mean, if you watch, have you guys seen Unreal on Netflix?
Yes.
And listen, I'm not trying to trash WWE in any way, but when I saw that writer's room or whatever that room was, it was very clear. It was like no women at all, and women's wrestling is so strong right now that I truly believe that women would write better stuff for women, or if the men could have an insight to how women think or how they would act, or just be a little bit more realistic. I'm all about having realistic storylines, and not to say there aren't, but I just think a woman's touch would be nice. Yeah, it's really hard. It's like we have come so far in wrestling for women, like to the point where they're main eventing WrestleManias, but yet the things within the company, they haven't changed, and we have a long way to go. And if I come across as passionate right now, I'm really passionate about it. I just think I've had a lot of personal experiences, and I've had great ones, and I've also had challenges too. So the wrestling world needs more improvement in that department.
Yeah, I think it does open up a lot of conversations with a lot of women in executive boards, but also seeing many superstars, especially in the women's division, take on social media and just kind of owning, whether it be a business or a podcast, and just really continue creating that character development, which I have seen, and it kind of translated over as we see in major promotions like TNA, AEW, along with many others, just transforming into that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at, let's look at Natty, for example, Natalia. I mean, I know her personally, and I know how hard she's always pushed and said, I'm here, I want it. And she went off and created her own, low-key legend, a totally different character that is her, but the badass version that maybe they're not going to portray of her. So social media is great for all these wrestlers because they can kind of own their brand. And the only way it could get shut down is by these companies, but really they're independent contractors, so they shouldn't be shut down, is what I'm trying to say. I'm tongue-tied. But it's a great platform for women or other wrestlers to be able to have their own creative freedom, for sure, or make their own money. I always Matt Cardona, Steph DeLander, all these people that you see really hustle. GCW favorites. I admire them so much because they hustle just as hard when they're in WWE or on the indies or whatever they may pursue. I respect that a lot.
That is good. And also, a little fact in, because I am a huge fan of Food Network. You're married to Chef Robert Irvine, and a lot of people don't know he's well known. I followed him for many years. And also, was he ever a fan of professional wrestling, or has he ever heard of it?
I mean, he knew a few UK wrestlers from when he grew up, like 2 wrestlers that were famous. And besides that, no, until he met me. And then he found it to be the most entertaining thing when he's actually watching. He would come to some live events, and it's like, wow, you know what? This is really entertaining. And for the amount of money, not these days, because apparently the ticket prices have really skyrocketed. But they said, back then when I was wrestling, he said, you pay whatever it is, $30, $40, and you get 8 matches. You get to interact with the wrestlers, and it's fun. It's great entertainment value.
It is great entertainment, and I do remember when you first won the WWE Women's title back in '03.
Yeah.
That was a blur. I was not ready for it, but I'm very grateful for that moment. You know, it's hard to start at the top and then really, I was so green. I can admit that to this day. I wish I could have earned it probably, but now looking back, I'm just very grateful that they believed in me at that point, right? At the very beginning. Wasn't ready though.
That is good. And also, just to wrap things up, any plans or ideas that you have in store for 2026?
I'll be talking about that very soon, and I'll be interviewing and doing the little circuit, and I just don't want to talk about things before they actually happen, you know what I mean? And when I'm ready. So you'll hear soon.
That is
2026 will be my you know what.
That would be good to know, but thank you so much, Gail Kim. You are a force to be reckoned with, especially in the TNA Knockouts division, and just thank you for supporting women's wrestling.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.